Yeah, I can see the yellow Taxi Goes Room poster that I just went past on the textures. Now, unfortunately, I can't make the textures look much nicer than this on my graphics setting. I don't need to. This aesthetic, I don't have a better way to call it other than, like, Sega Saturn blue. Or maybe Dreamcast blue is better. You know what I'm talking about? I never had a Dreamcast or a Sega Saturn or anything like that growing up, but there is a very specific type of, like, low poly, super saturated color aesthetic that just feels good. I don't have a way to say it other than it feels like summer. Does that make sense? And I know I'm saying that now that we're in a winter level. Come on, all fours, please and thank you. That'd be great. Yeah, that guy also just crashed. Crashed out hard. We're holding this drift for as long as we can. Now, there are two levels of drift, right? You see the yellow sparks coming off of me, and then you see the blue sparks if I hold it any longer than that. Damn it. Damn it! All of my lead eaten up in this snow-plowed hellscape. This is why Canada sucks! And I'm resetting just because I was going the wrong way there. I'm already back on my best pace, too, which tells me something about my best that has much better drift than I do. If you lose your drift chain, it's all over for you. Whoa! I should have been off there. Yeah, listen to this, like, gent breakdown. This is not just ska we're listening to. Yeah, that was a terrible mishap on my part. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Video games, TM. It's fine, it's fine. And we're already at the end of the game. Like I said, this is a series that is going to go quick. We're now moving on to Liberty Island. And we're going to listen to the second vocal track in the game, which is also an earworm that I had stuck in my head for months now. One thing you'll have noticed about, and it's especially evident with the, like, crash out, is that these cars are not controlled based off of, like, physics. Whoop, that was the wrong way. Oh, we gotta restart. Before the vocals kick in, there's a little, like, intro station as we are in the parking garage itself. Nope, and I already turned the wrong way to start with. But yeah, the car's not actually like a physics object. It's using some kind of IK to like model being on the ground, but what you're actually controlling is like a camera bolted to a fixed point in the center of the screen, and your car is being given like animation instructions to look like it's turning left or right when you are giving it the drift more left or more right. Damn it. I'm back here with my best. I had climbed all the way to the top of that. I got too into the drift explanation. I'm trying to build up speed and drifting very haphazardly. Am I going to... Oh, man, I keep... And then, yeah, anytime you crash out like that... Anytime you crash out like that, then a physics simulation takes over. But I know that this is how the game is actually built and programmed because Wallaber, on his YouTube channel, explains how he built this game. And he was like, yeah, I got the idea for a racing game either being controlled by physics, right, where the camera is following along a physically modeled vehicle in the world, or the way that Mario Kart seems to do it, which is you're just a camera in a fixed point in the center of the screen, and you're just getting visual or having visual stimulus applied to a vehicle that could just be a sprite, right? There's no actual physical representation in the world. Up. There we go. Now we've kept all our speed. And also, I mean, like, this is Rainbow Road. Now, mind you, it's Rainbow Road that is completely ridiculous nonsense, but we do still have the helicopter holding it up. Like, there is some level of verisimilitude? I don't know if that's the right word. In-universe justification for why going around Lady Liberty, motherfucker! Why going around Lady Liberty allows us to have the floating rainbow grill in the sky. You know, the Mario game that has the closest to a ska soundtrack would be Mario Sunshine, right? So it kind of makes sense that this is giving off a little bit of like Rico Harbor vibes with the different grills. Oh! Don't give me such the triple force there, please and thank you. Oh, I'm gonna nail this. We're gonna do this in perfect time. Is the song gonna loop again? Maybe. I think the song is built to be the perfect length for this track if you're on the fastest vehicle, which has a just generally higher top speed. Ooh, or we're gonna get damn close to it, because I think this is the end of the actual song. Yeah. Look at that. Couldn't have timed it any better. That is how you do it. Top 10%. Hell yeah. All right, that is, well, Parking Garage Rally Circuit. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Is what I would say if we weren't gonna do, yeah, we'll throw it in here now. I'm feeling generous. We're actually going to go to some custom levels. So allow me to go find those right now. I want to spice up the end of this episode with the custom set of levels that you can download from the Steam Workshop for the Japanese circuit. It's just 4 levels long, and I feel like this is a nice little showcase. I'm gonna try and I've got a couple of these DLC, or not DLC, user-generated content. There we go. To go through. Now these you're gonna see a lot less players on. Oop, I've already screwed it up. Now these you're gonna see a lot less users on than what we had for the main game, which is understandable, right? I also cannot vouch that this music is going to get me copyright striked or not, because I have no idea where they got this from. This, you know what, that's fine. Totally meant to do whatever happened there. Oh, Flub McGub, you gotta go down. I'm not being beaten by a man named Flub McGub. Excellent username nonetheless. Can we please? Ooh, oh, you heard with the like flash bulb sound. That is the sound effect for dropping a drift input. Yeah. Oh, Flub McGub is smoking me. But you can see I have a lot higher top speed than the last time I was here. And he has just sailed me right by. Whoop. I beansed that one. This is not my best showing. I'm gonna be like 3 seconds behind where I was the first time round. What do we got? What do we got for terrible speed? Oof, 8 seconds. Ow! Well, that's fine. That's fine. We will now move over to the next race course, which is a lovely single lap race course, because you'll notice that there was no like point to. Ow. We're doing it again. There was no point-to-point race in the base game. They're always do multiple laps. And usually it was only 2 laps. I think on higher speed classes, some of the races were 3 or 4 laps. Maybe even that first one gets up to 5. I couldn't tell you. Guess what? I don't need to go all the way around that track corner. There was no checkpoint there. I remember this. So you can actually just skip it by going straight through. Like, there's no corner track here either. But yeah, this gives me such Sega vibes. Ah, I missed. Dang it. Oh, I missed. I feel like we need to get more jazz fusion tracks than what is playing here right now. This easy listening. I'm just off in the weeds today. I don't know what my problem is. I want to get a good time here, if you don't mind. I like that they have to give us a couple of like S-curves to build up speed. I also like that you can see everyone else's like paint jobs or colors as ghosts. Now there is like online that you can race live with your friends if you so feel like it. Of course, none of my friends are cool enough to have this. What I gotta do is gotta get a Let's Racing time night where we all sit down and play these. But you also see that this goes very quickly if you know what you're doing. Really? Really? Oh, I could have jumped off there too. Dang it. I'm giving everyone a chance to catch up with their turbo speed. See, I should have jumped off there. This is why cheating gets you nowhere. And I get caught on the things at the very last second. Well, you at least got to see what that racetrack looked like. What is our next to last one? Tatsumi. Now that last racetrack we were on was not actually a parking garage. It was like a stretch of highway. Now, it was a beautiful stretch of highway, just gorgeous. Like, I'm very thankful for the town that I live in right now. Has like a Japanese sister city, like we're twin cities, and they have generously donated a bunch of like cherry trees, so we get beautiful cherry blossoms in the spring, and that just it reminds me of Japan so much, and I love that aesthetic. Just it is the blue skies, those perfect blue ocean skies with pink in the background. Ooh, was that my best? Was that someone else's best? What's going on here? But we're back to the parking garage aesthetic. And again, I worry about the bit rate with all of this dithering. And the speed lines and these low textures. I really hope that compression doesn't just chew this up and spit it out into blobs of pixels. But there's not really much I can do to stop that. I'm already limiting myself as artistically as possible on these. And I feel like it would be a good excuse to have a little bit more of an action-oriented Zelda-like right now.
But Redface, how is this anything like Zelda?
Well, you remember the beaver races from from Majora's Mask? Yeah, we're doing those over and over and over again. You like the Beaver Brothers from Majora's Mask, right? And there's Epona racing in a bunch of different games. I don't know what this little like playmat Lego set version of a racetrack is supposed to do with Japan, but like, screw it. We're in Katamari land. We are in-grounded yet again. Do a little matchbox car racing. Knock off Hot Wheels, if you will. Whoop! Not the way that I want to go. I still had my speed boost. It's not like I would be able to keep much of it right now anyways. Did I? Oh no, we're restarting. I didn't manage to get up the hill on that one. But yeah, that is the other aesthetic that you're going to see in these user-generated levels is people tend to like to make these what if we were really scaled down. It gives it a more arcadey feel than, or I don't know if arcadey is the right word. What do I want to say? Fantastical. There is a like video games only can get this. Okay, we were going too fast, and that's fine. You'll see sometimes I'll just hit the checkpoint and then immediately reset to try and keep my lead, but sometimes the resetting on your checkpoints can be a ways between. And we're going up the big loop. Sure. Whatever just happened there, I'll allow it. And my best just cleared that. But I think I saw them get reset because nerd. But yeah, this you're really tiny in someone's bedroom aesthetic is something that we will revisit in these user-generated content, these downloadable. Whoop! Nailed it. In these downloadable tracks, and I am way the far out ahead. Now, that's the other thing is, since this is all just time trial stuff, right? This is racing, pure. There are no like inter-car collisions. There are no like item boxes. This is a little bit more like speedrunner focus, and I normally don't care that much about like trying to best myself on times for speedrun stuff, but in the same way that like a pseudo regalia or like what I want to call like schmovement platformers, I have lost control of my speed. In the way that, you know, schmovement platformers. Can I please turn around? Thank you. We're cheating, and that's fine. In the way that schmovement platformers work, right? Your 3D platformers that just are real smooth. They click when you're pressing buttons in the game. They make my hand smile. It's the only way I can describe it. We'll finish this thought now that I have actually finished these DLC levels. We'll move on. I'll meet y'all in the next episode.